What's going on, everyone, and welcome to this video. My name's Hayden Davidson. You might be thinking, who's the freak in the vest? I know, I'm wearing a vest, but we're going to have to get over it because I'm in Portugal at the moment, right? Currently sitting in the apartment in Portugal, doing a bit of work, doing a bit of YouTube videos, and it is boiling. Well, it's 27 degrees here. So, yeah, a vest is the only option. I've just been out. I've just been to Albufeira on the train, doing a bit of roaming there, and now I've come back and I'm doing a YouTube video, sourcing part 2. So yeah, that explains the vest anyway. Right, let's dive into this video. So this is part 2. If you haven't watched part 1, go back and watch part 1. Otherwise, you're going to be like, what is this guy talking about? Go and watch part 1. Now we're going to move on to part 2. Now, I can't reiterate the importance of this. Focusing on this video, focusing on the last video. I do believe there's a lot of value in these videos. Obviously, I don't want anything for it. I'm just putting it out there, building the channel. So yeah, just make sure you go back and watch the other video. If you haven't, make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't, because I want to like the video, get it out to more people. The last video I covered products, right? And this video we're going to cover keywords. Now, you might be thinking, what's the difference? Okay, so I'll go over the difference. So products, quite simply, products, Thomas Parkinson then, quite simply, products is where you are looking for specific products, you're getting ideas in their products, and then you're probably going to relaunch a similar product whilst improving that product. That's what the products tab was, the one that we went over in the last one. The keywords is where we're looking for, as it says in the thing, keywords, right? What you're doing in the products is that you've got to sort of dissect the products. Where's the keywords coming from? Can we slot it in there? Can we do something to improve the product? And what keywords can we put it under? This one's a bit different because this one we get the keywords, great. You know, we get the potential of the keywords, but what we don't get is the product, yeah? So this is where you've got to be a bit more sort of imaginative, but the data is there. But also what I said in the last video, I need to reiterate this, so listen really, really carefully. In the first video, I explained the importance of the fact that this is just software. You could have the snazziest software in the world, and Helium 10 is the snazziest software in the world for Amazon sellers, in my humble opinion. But what it can't do is it can't be human. It can't guess. I've launched products where the data said they'd work and they didn't work. Why? Because humans didn't want them. Just because the software says the data's there doesn't mean humans want them. You need to bring value to your customers. There's a human purchasing this at the end of the table. At the end of Amazon, not the end of the table. There's a human being purchasing this. So you've got to bring value to the table. I need to reiterate that. Value, value, value. Branding, you know, you're building a brand, you're building a long-term brand rather than just putting random products up there. Try and figure out what your niche is and build a brand around that. Bring loads of value to the table, not just buying it, not just hoping for success, launching random products from the software. Because you might have some success, but it could be short-lived. You want that feeling you get in the pit in your stomach when you know that, you know, what you're doing is you're building a brand, and what you know is that you're building products, an inventory of products like I'm trying to do, that have that long-term value. You know, I want my products to be lasting for years, you know, and then get better and better and better, and then eventually get well known in our industry, rather than just launching random, you know, I don't know, garden rakes that have got, you know, an extended handle as opposed to the competition. It's short-lived stuff. Anyway, without further ado, that wasn't a rant. That was just me trying to sort of help out, just to explain that it's just software. It's great, but it's just software. It's the first step. So, keywords. Let's start looking for products with keywords. Cool. So, search volume. Let's type in, I don't know, search volume. Obviously, it depends how much search volume you want. So, let's run over this. So, obviously, the more search volume, probably the more competition. Not necessarily, it could be seasonal and things like that. But generally, we want to have, you know, some sort of search volume. And you don't need loads. I've got a product that's probably only got 1,000 search altogether. It sells like one a day, you know, because there's not much competition. So yeah, let's type in, and you could stack the keywords as well. So let's type in, I don't know, 300. 5,000. I'm not going to go any more than that because we don't want loads of competition, so we're not going to do a really high search volume. Let's do the monthly revenue in here. What sort of monthly revenue can we sort of hope to expect in the monthly revenue section here? And this is for the keyword in general, right? So this could be huge. Let's do a maximum of 200,000. Oh, was that 2 million? 200,000 there. Let's do a minimum of, you want some. This is for the keyword as well. 5,000, which is nothing, by the way. 5,000 is nothing, but it could still be a little opportunity in there. And I always do 15 to 50, or 80 or something pounds. Review count, we're going to leave that. No, we're probably not. Let's do a maximum, 200 on the review count there. Review rating, I think we're going to leave that. And then the word count, let's do maximum of 7 words. Because I quite like some of the longer tail keywords on here, like the, ironing boards for small-feeted cats. Obviously, that's never going to get searched. But I'll just give you an example of a long title, okay? Comment below if you heard me just say that, because, that's embarrassing. Ironing board for long-feeted cat. Cool. We're going to leave the extended search here. Let's have a little look. Ooh, nice. Chamomile. Chamomile. How do you say chamomile? I'd say comment below, but you can't comment below because you can't say how you pronounce it, can you? Let's look at some of these search results. So obviously we're just going to start looking through, and when you're looking through, you've got to think, is that the sort of thing I want to sell? Is that the type of product I want to sell? Is it single PL you want to do? Is it brand building you want to do? What sort of stuff do you want to sell? Are you in the sports industry? Or are you just doing wholesale, like grocery stuff? Whatever your sort of industry as categories that you want to build up, then you've got to start looking at any of this stuff. What does it say to you? Is there opportunity there for you? Would you want to use that? There's opportunity everywhere, but what opportunity do you want to take? Because there's an opportunity cost on everything. If you take an idea and run with it, then you're losing an opportunity potentially somewhere else until you get a team. So where focus goes, energy flows. Remember that. What do you actually want to sell? There's opportunity. Dumbbells, 30 kilogram. I don't think so. I don't think we're going to sell them. Can you imagine selling them? The shipping costs. Ted Baker bracelet. Obviously, that's a brand. We're not going to start getting into that. Lunar shoes. I'm not sure what they are. Dance. And what we're looking at here, guys, is the search volume here. This is the keyword. So there's no products here. Remember, this is specifically just the keywords in general. And then there's going to be multiple products within that keyword. And that's what we'll dive into afterwards once we've found the keyword. So we've got the revenue here, and we've got the review ratings here. Okay. Apple MacBook charger. Now we're not going to get into that sort of stuff. Sage filter, outdoor extension LED, waterproof. And what we've done here, by the way, is we haven't put a category in. That's why it's coming up with a lot of stuff, a lot of random stuff. So I think what we'll do is go ahead and put a category in here. Let's put beauty in there and baby products. Let's give that a go and search again. It's just going to get it down and down further because it's still going to say, okay, so we've only got 9 searches. So let's see. Mini straighteners for short hair. There we go. So there's 850 search volume for that. Revenue there, and reviews are pretty low. Okay, so that's doing pretty well. So what we could do is go and have a little look into mini straighteners for short hair. Let's see what happens. Not many results, which is good. 232 results, and there's 850 search per month. That tells me there's not much competition here. But this is just an example, guys, by the way, for the software. I'm not saying I want to sell hair straighteners, but it's whatever you want to sell. Maybe you do want to sell them. Maybe you want to bring your own one out. 232 results here, and not a lot of competition, as you can see. 47 reviews, 46 reviews, 110 reviews, 12 reviews. And they're selling as well. Look, 2,748 in beauty. So this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to find keywords that we can sort of slot into. That looks a bit suspicious. We're trying to find keywords that we can slot into, improve, and then move on. And repeat that multiple times. I hope there's a lot of value in this. I really, really do think that it's pretty straightforward once you get used to it. I honestly do. If you want to give Helium 10 a go, by the way, guys, obviously there's a 50% link off below. It's not obvious because you probably don't know. It's a powerful tool, as I say, to get started until you start doing bringing value and doing the human part as well. plastic playpen. Travel straighteners. So there we go. So we've got travel straighteners. A big whopping 2,555. I mean, that's whopping to me because I see the potential in it. Some people don't think that's a lot of search. Depends how much of the piece of pie you want. I want one sale a day I'm happy with, and having hundreds of products. That's a very sustainable business. Travel straighteners. And then what you want to start doing is just having a little look. We're getting some similar products come up here that we just did in the last one, the long-handled straighteners that we just found. And you could use both these keywords. Like 349 results, not a lot of competition again, but there's a lot more search on this one. Could we slot into this one? Could we launch a product and improve it on this one? Low reviews, people that are finding issues with these items. There's also low review count, and there's not many people, which means that, you know, competition could slot in because it's very possible to start getting sales. There's some really good sales ranks here. Hardly any review counts, and some of them have not got very good reviews, 4-star as well. Look at the price of that, 358 GHD, that's why. So yeah, I mean, look at that, that's different. Look, it's got a nice little sort of envelope thing with it. This is what you want to be doing, guys. You want to be going through, I think you get the idea now, going through, getting ideas, mini hair straighteners for short hair. What's screaming out to me is this opportunity. Now, I'm not saying I'll take this opportunity specifically, but you could if that was your thing. Mini hair straighteners for short hair. Travel straighteners. Babyless Pro, right? That's for straighteners as well. Mini straighteners for short hair. Look at all this search combined. Look at it all. So much potential there. It's just screaming out. Launch a product in this category. Launch a product in these keywords. That's what it's screaming out to me there. Straighteners, straighteners, straighteners. Hardly any competition. Loads of search. You know, a fair amount of search to get a good few sales a day, I would say. What's this? Hair. Move my big old head out of the way. Hair dryer brush, hot hair. Something else related to hair. Small straighteners for short hair. Look, the opportunity is there. The opportunity is there. Now, once again, you'd have to get the human element in there to launch something good. But if you could, huge potential there. If that's what you're into and you want to launch a product around this, or you want to go and source it from a brand or something like that, get the exclusive rights to it, that's it. Huge opportunity in these straighteners for short hair. It's literally sitting on the table. Just shows you the power of this software. Also, once again, combined with the human, you know, the human side of things, you know, just putting your touch onto it, actually making it sellable rather than just thinking the software is going to do all the work for you. Once you do them two ingredients together, once you combine them together, boom, you got it. Huge opportunity there. I hope you can see the power of this tool. That was the second section, which was products, which was keywords. We've done the products, right? Next video, we're going to run over some more stuff. So I hope you're enjoying this. That was part 2 of the sourcing tutorial. Please go ahead and like the video because it does help. It does help. I hope you've been able to watch me in the vest without judging me too much. But remember, I am in Portugal. Let me show you the apartment a little bit. Very nice. Got a view out there. Just doing some work, but mainly I'm just trying to enjoy myself. Little getaway. So anyway, I'll see you in the next video.